This is Story Recapped. Today, I'm going to explain a drama, fantasy, and mystery film called Mayday. Spoilers ahead, watch out and take care. Anna wakes up in her car when her friend Dimitri knocks on her window. While having coffee together, Dimitri promises Anna that he'll help her find somewhere better to spend the night than her car. Before heading to work, Dimitri takes his keyboard from the trunk to play for the wedding reception. He invites Anna to be his singer, but she refuses. Dimitri quips that he doesn't have luck with the ladies. Inside the building, the cook, Max, comments that Anna looks like hell. He pours a shot for them, noting how the last girl who had Anna's job didn't make it. After drinking, Max looks closely at the wedding cake and notices that the bride's cake topper has a crack on her face. Suddenly, the lights go out as a storm brews. While Anna's gathering utensils, the head waiter tells her to clean herself up since he has to look at her face. The bride, groom, and photographer arrive sooner than expected. The groom is pissed that the reception hall isn't ready, so he leaves with the head waiter to get things ready. The photographer becomes curious about Anna, though the head waiter insists that she's a nobody. Dimitri sets up the stage and asks Anna to fix the fuse box to get the power back up. Before making it far, the bride mournfully asks for Anna's help, so she takes her to the ladies' room. Inside, the bathroom attendant hands Anna a tissue so she can wipe the bride's tears away. The attendant sympathizes with how the bride must feel about her marriage. Suddenly, the head waiter walks in and compliments the crying bride before reminding her to take her place in the reception. He then ushers Anna outside and calls her an amateur for taking the bride away from the party. To calm herself down, Anna hides in the walk-in freezer. Soon, the power goes out again. The head waiter opens the walk-in freezer and finds Anna. Anna whimpers as he enters. After a few moments, the head waiter steps outside while adjusting his tie and commands Anna to bring the swan eye sculpture out. Suddenly, something shatters, and he finds a disheveled Anna and the broken sculpture on the floor. Anna races past him and heads to the basement. She switches the fuse box on, but it sends sparks flying. Anna finds herself in darkness and hears a soft voice phonetically spelling out Mayday. She follows the voice into the kitchen and finds an oven on. She opens the oven and hears splashes of water inside. Entranced, Anna crawls inside and plunges into an ocean. A young woman finds her unconscious at the shore, so she goes to her, already aware of Anna's name. As Anna opens her eyes, a pilot struggles out of the water. Marcia, who resembles the bride, helps Anna up and giddily greets the pilot. Marcia explains that Anna is in shock, so the pilot urges her to snap out of it because there's an ongoing war. The pilot recounts that he ended up in the area after picking up a distress signal, but his plane went down due to the storm. While the pilot searches for his men, Marcia takes Anna away and onto her motorcycle. Before leaving, Marcia watches the pilot get shot. Marcia takes Anna to a U-boat called the Front and helps her out of her waitress uniform, though she pauses when she spots the burn mark on Anna's shoulder. She then tucks her to bed and lets her sleep. Not long after, Anna instinctively pushes Bea when she spins on the chair beside her. Gert asks what she remembers, but Anna only remembers a swan and the pilot. They learn her name when Bea finds her name stitched on her apron. Suddenly, an alarm blares, and Gert explains that it means that Marcia is waiting for Anna. Anna climbs on the deck and sees Marcia looking at the stars through the telescope. Marcia comments that they can't see anything interesting in the dark and invites Anna to look into the telescope. Marcia asks her to spot Mars, named after the god of war. A red flare catches their attention, and they spot a burning ship in the distance. Below, Gert and Bea celebrate, so Marcia joins them and reminds Anna that they're in a war. The following day, the women go for a swim into the ocean, but Anna hesitates since she can't swim. Marcia encourages her and teaches her to float in the water. Afterward, Marcia urges Anna to learn how to shoot. Anna stresses that she's never been in a war, but Marcia argues that she has unknowingly been in a war her entire life. After confirming that Anna doesn't have her memories, Marcia tells her that her life was so bad that Anna had to end it. When Anna realizes that she's dead, Marcia tells her that women are better off dead since they're now free and have a better chance at winning. With Bea holding a target from afar, Marcia teaches Anna how to shoot. Anna hits the target, and Marcia proudly claims that she can spot a natural. The next day, Anna wakes up to the voice spelling out Mayday. She heads to the control room and sees Marcia speaking into a radio. Upon receiving a response, Gert and Bea try to locate the other ship and tell Marcia the coordinates to a storm, which she repeats to the radio. The man is confused since the coordinates she gave aren't within their signal's range, but Marcia explains that her distress signal is very strong. Not long after, they hear the man's panicked voice as the storm destroys their ship. Once the transmission is cut, Marcia invites Anna to try it out but advises her to use a soft voice since men like it better. Later that day, they set up an antenna outside to pick up transmissions from other women fighting with them. Once they confirm the coast is clear, the three go cliff diving into the water. Anna is afraid of heights, so she watches the others from afar. Suddenly, a submarine captain, who looks like the head waiter from Anna's workplace, knocks her down. He tries to pin her on the ground, but Anna elbows him in the face and runs away. The others find her crying in the woods and take her back to the front. While Marcia tends to her wounds, Anna comments that she's an easy target. Marcia scolds her for saying such things and tells her to start hurting others instead of herself. As she sleeps, Anna dreams about driving in a long tunnel. Anna wakes up to Bea sleep-talking. She heads to the deck where Marcia watches the stars again. Marcia points out a new star and shares that the others believe that when stars become too powerful, they collapse and disappear. Marcia disagrees because she's never seen it happen. The next day, Anna and Gert pull Bea down when she floats with a weather balloon. Bea sends the balloon into the air to predict the next storm coming. As the days go by, Anna gets better at swimming and learns to read flag signals. Soon, she sends out distress signal calls to lure men into their doom. One night, a grenade lands on the deck. They take cover and discover that the grenade is a dud, but bullets rain down on them. Gert shoots blindly, but it's too dark to hit anyone. Anna takes a peek and spots the soldiers in the dark. She instructs Gert where to shoot, allowing her to defeat them. In the morning, the women loot the soldiers' bodies. Not far, they find a wounded airman on the ground. Marcia instructs the others to check for more survivors while she deals with the airman alone. The airman, who resembles the groom, asks Marcia to hold his hand for comfort and requests her to send his love to his wife. Marcia coldly questions if he truly loved his wife. She begins to loot his belongings while implying that his wife never loved him and she's better off without him. After finding a knife in his belt, Marcia tells him that she's friends with his wife and slits his throat. That afternoon, Anna shares with Gert that she's been dreaming about living in her car. Gert asks if she killed herself in a car, but Anna thinks she did so in an oven. Gert promises Anna that it gets better when she forgets. She notes that Marcia remembers everything, but Bea's life was horrible, so they don't talk about it to help her forget. The women take a nap, and Anna dreams about driving in a tunnel again. However, this time, a man is with her. Anna wakes up with the submarine captain's hand around her throat. Immediately, the others hold him at gunpoint, forcing him to release her. After confirming that he's weaponless, Marcia suggests giving him a chance to run even though he didn't give Anna the same chance. Anna tells the man to run, so he does. They watch him run, and Marcia insists on letting him feel afraid. Minutes later, the women immediately corner him, and Marcia knocks him out. She steps on his neck and tells him to clean himself up since they have to look at his face. Once he chokes to death, Anna smiles, and Marcia calls him an amateur. The next day, the women find a camp of sleeping soldiers. Marcia tells Anna to shoot them down, but Anna points out that they're not even in uniform, so they can't tell which side the soldiers are on. Marcia insists that all men are on the same side. Anna suggests taking a captive to interrogate first, but Marcia claims that's too exhausting. Anna still hesitates in shooting, so Marcia yells at her. Anna ends up shooting in the air and runs, leaving Gert and Bea to continue the battle. Marcia catches up to Anna and knocks her out. Later, Anna wakes up without her uniform on. She heads back to the front, where Marcia tells her that she doesn't deserve the uniform anymore. Still, Anna walks inside and puts her uniform back on. While in the control room, she hears a man calling for help on the radio. Anna picks up the call and asks him how far they are from the shore. After confirming that they're not far, she heads out and uses the antenna to talk to them. She warns him not to come closer to the shore. Instead, she'll swim to them. The man tells her that their submarine was damaged due to a storm, so he advises her to wait for them to come to her. Anna ends the transmission, begrudgingly noting that nothing makes it to that island. Suddenly, Marcia confronts her, but Anna claims that she was talking to no one. Gert runs to them and announces that Bea got captured. They find Bea being forced to dig by two soldiers. Gert urges Anna to shoot, and she still hesitates before killing the men. After taking Bea back to the front, Gert confronts Marcia, figuring that she set up Bea to get captured. Marcia admits this and defends that Anna needed the push. The following day, Anna learns what Marcia did and insists to Gert and Bea that she makes plans from now on. Outside, Marcia plays with guns and spots Anna leaving. In the woods, Anna finds a man whose parachute is stuck on the trees. She aims her gun at him, but shoots the ropes holding him in place instead. The man tells her that he's a photographer, and Anna realizes that he looks like the photographer from the party. Despite her aiming a gun at him, the photographer takes a photo of her. She forces him to lead her to a camp nearby. As she aims her gun at the men, the photographer takes another photo of her. Suddenly, airships drop bombs at them. Anna and the photographer run, but a bomb explodes close to them, knocking out Anna. When she wakes up, she finds the clearing with the sleeping soldiers. With the photographer still following, she walks up to the soldiers and they begin dancing around her. Anna joins in and is amused at the men following her steps. The soldiers continue to dance even when bombs explode around them. Soon, they set Anna down and the hallucinations end. Anna loots the photographer's body while wearing the soldier's uniform. Anna returns to the front and Gert sees her dazed. Anna mentions hearing music, so Gert tells her to stick to Marcia's plan. Anna argues that she doesn't need Marcia anymore since she defeated the camp alone. Later, Marcia taunts Anna that she's a nobody. Anna tries to shove her, but Marcia gets the upper hand and pushes her away. To blow off steam, Anna shoots at the men that she finds climbing on a cliff. Afterward, an airship drops bombs onto the front, so Anna, Gert, and Bea retreat inside. Bea screams that they need Marcia, so Anna heads up and calls her. However, Marcia ignores her. The next day, Anna finds Max in the woods. He comments that she looks like hell and offers her a drink. Max notes that he wants to be somewhere without war, but Anna doesn't think there's a place like that. Max suggests going home, and Anna cries as she thinks about it. She leans on Max's knee and falls asleep. Anna dreams about driving in the tunnel again, but she reaches the end this time. When she wakes up, Marcia has taken Max's place and explains that he had to go. Anna tries to fight Marcia, but Marcia pins her to the ground. Anna twists Marcia's ankle and leaves. Anna approaches Gert and tells her that she wants to return to her life because it could get better. Gert doesn't think it's a good idea, but agrees that Anna doesn't belong in their world. While they figure out how to send Anna back, the last man Anna spoke to on the radio calls again. The man apologizes that he can't make it since their submarine is failing. He mentions that he hoped to find her someplace better to stay and quips that he doesn't have much luck with the ladies. This makes Anna realize that the man on the other end is Dimitri. Dimitri starts to lose consciousness due to a lack of oxygen. Anna calms herself and tells him to go to sleep to conserve oxygen. Anna confirms that she remembers her life now, so Gert tells her to meet someone. Further inside the woods, Anna meets June, who looks like the bathroom attendant. Anna asks June how to return to her life, claiming that she's done with the war. June explains that she has to be at the right place at the right time to get back, but tells Anna that they'll lose if she leaves. June reminds her that when a star goes, everything around it gets pulled in and disappears. That is what will happen if Anna leaves. Anna returns to the front and decides not to leave. Gert reveals that they know what will happen if she leaves, and assures her that it's okay. Tearfully, Anna suggests they go with her. However, Gert and Bea insist that it's too late for them. Bea adds that more girls are in trouble back in the other world, but Anna can help them. To convince her further, they take her to the control room, where they listen to transmissions from the other teams, encouraging Anna to leave and help the others. Gert explains how Anna must swim through the current to reach the storm she came from. Marcia learns about their plans outside, but waits for Anna to be alone before confronting her. Marcia argues that she made Anna into a hero, but Anna sees it as being a psychopath. Marcia screams that it's the same thing. When she calms, Marcia tearfully points out that Anna will be going back to the darkness where she can't win. But Anna reminds her that they can only see the stars when it's dark. On the day of the storm, June watches the tides while Bea flies a plane to read the weather. During this, Marcia watches from afar. Bea returns to the front just as Anna dives into the water. Bea and Gert track her location but see that she's swimming in the wrong direction. A riptide pulls Anna under the water, and she screams for help before she sinks. Suddenly, Marcia picks up the radio and calls Anna. Confident that she can hear her, Marcia instructs her to stay calm in a riptide until it weakens. Seeing that she's still underwater, Marcia yells for Anna to wake up. Anna opens her eyes and floats to the surface as Marcia instructs her. Finally, the current weakens, allowing Anna to float back to the storm. Suddenly, the world glows, and the front starts to break. Marcia assures Anna that everything is okay and that she's now free. Anna swims toward the storm and finds Dmitri unconscious in the water. As she reaches for him, Anna finds herself walking away from the oven and returning to the fuse box. Finally, Anna walks into the wedding reception and goes up to the stage where Dmitri is about to play. She takes her place in front of the microphone and prepares to sing with newfound confidence.
Subscribe to watch more videos like this. Turn on notifications. And leave a like, it really helps the channel out. Thank you for watching.